Welcome back in the class. This is your exercise 3.3 and it is the continuation part of 3.2. Okay, here some definition and the properties is given. Before starting 3.3, we understood or learned about these properties and the definitions. Okay, here is the first definition about the quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. Quadrilateral in the Euclidean geometry. In Euclidean geometry, a quadrilateral is a four-sided 2D figure whose sum of internal angle is 360. The word quadrilateral is derived from two Latin words, quadri and the latus, meaning four and sides respectively. Okay, there are two properties of the quadrilaterals. First, a quadrilateral should be based shape with four sides. All the internal angle of a quadrilateral sum up to 360. Means definition says itu laga definition ki koya se itu laga definition koya se means quadrilateral charta side laga ekta figure ase. Okay, means quadrilateral has four sides, or in simple word we can say a polygon have a polygon have four side. Okay, that is called what? Quadrilaterals. In the quadrilateral, the sum of angle is 360. Means itu basic need ase itu quadrilateral laga. Quadrilateral means itu laga charta side hobo aru itu laga total sum of angle will be 360. Okay, next, the basis type of the quadrilateral. Okay, there are the six type of the quadrilateral on the basis of their shape. Means आमिर खान quadrilateral के इतु लगा shape आधार ते ही इतु part करूल पारे. Means these six quadrilateral are. Okay, here six type of the quadrilateral on the basis of their shape. Okay, first is rectangle, second is square, third is parallelogram, fourth is the rhombus, and fifth is the trapezium, and sixth is the kite. And these are the figure of quadrilaterals. First type of the quadrilateral: rectangle, square, rhombus, and the parallelogram, and trapezium, and the kite. First, we discuss about the parallelogram. Okay, properties of the parallelogram. Properties means what? Properties means কি হয়? ইয়াতে আমি একটা ফিগার আপনাকে দিয়ে আছে দিন আছে এইটো ফিগাৰটো চাইকেল লগা আছে না এইটো ফিগাৰ চাইকেল লগা আছে আৰু এইটো চাইকেলতে আমি খান কি চাই আছে আমি খান কি দেখি আছে means এইটো চাইকেল ভিতৰতে এইটো wheel হ'ব দুইটা wheel একটা হ্যান্ডেল সিট চেন না এইটো চারটা সাইকেল আছে আৰু চারটা সাইকেল ভিতৰতে ভি এইটো দিন আছে means এইটো লগা এইটো properties আছে means cycle hop means আমি খান সাইকেল ভাৱনা মন ভিতৰতে আহিলে আমি খান এইটো ভাবি থাকে না সাইকেল হইলে তো means এইটো লগা দুইটা wheel হ'ব একটা প্যাডেল হ'ব একটা সিট কভার হ'ব সিট হ'ব আৰু একটা হ্যান্ডেল হ'ব ব্রেক হ'ব okay so these are the properties of cycle means when we think about the cycle that means in our mind reflect two wheels or chain seat these etc. Okay, so it is the properties. Okay, same here when we think the parallelogram that means it should also a properties. Okay, so we discuss about the properties of the parallelogram. Here a parallelogram, as the name suggests, is a simple quadrilateral whose opposite sides are parallel. Means একটা parallelogram ভিতরতে opposite sides এতো কি হবো parallel হবো. Okay, thus it has two pair of parallel sides. Moreover, the opposite angle in a parallelogram are equal and their diagonal bisect each other. Means itu A, B, C, D. itu एक फिगर itu parallelogram लगा फिगर देना से या ते ए बी पैरेलल हो डीसी के आरु एडी पैरेलल बीसी आरु this line DC is known as diagonal. Okay, तो एकता पैरेललोग्राम ते किमान diagonal हो दुईता इतु फर्स्ट आरो इतु सेकेंड आरो इतु खान बाइसेक्ट इतु खान निजो के बाइसेक्ट করে আছে means দুইটা ভাগতে बराबर बराबर भागते divide করে আছে. Okay, means this line AB this line AC and DC this line AC and DB is bisect to each other. Okay, here some features or properties. A parallelogram has four properties. First property is what? Opposite angle are equal. Opposite angle, when we talk about the opposite angle, that means here angle D and angle B is opposite to each other. Okay, same as angle C and angle D is opposite to each other, and according to your properties angle A is equal to angle C and angle D is equal to angle B. Okay, now the second properties opposite sides are equal and parallel. Means opposite sides means AD is opposite of BC. Okay, same as AB is parallel to AB is opposite to DC, and according to your properties AD is parallel to BC and DC is parallel to AB. Okay, now the third properties diagonal bisect each other. That means line this diagonal AC, this diagonal AC and diagonal DB is bisect to each other. When it bisect, that means OD, this line here, OD will be this line OD will be equal to this line OB. Why? Because diagonal is bisect. Okay, so we can write here OD is equal to OB. Okay, now the fourth property, sum of any two adjacent angle is 180. In this line says that this adjacent angle means angle D is adjacent to angle C. That means the sum of these two angles, angle D and angle C, will be equal to what? 180. Okay, these are the four basic properties of the parallelogram. Okay, now our second topic, properties of rhombus. Okay, here we discuss about the rhombus. So at first we learn about the definition of rhombus. Here a rhombus is a quadrilateral. Okay, rhombus is the type of the quadrilateral whose all four sides are equal in length. Means in the rhombus all sides are equal to each other in length. Okay, and opposite sides are parallel to each other. Opposite sides are parallel to each other. However, the angle are not equal to 90. That means this angle will be not equal to 90. Okay, a rhombus with right angles would become a square. That means when a rhombus has 90 angles, then it become a square. Why? Because in the square all fourths angle is equal to 90 and sides are equal to each other. Okay. Now the next, another name of rhombus is a diamond, as it looks similar to the diamond suit in the playing card. Okay. Here now we discuss about the properties of the rhombus. Okay. A rhombus has following four properties. Opposites angle are equal, same as parallelogram. Okay. Opposite angle are equal. All sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel to each other. Okay. All sides are equal. That means AB is equal to BC and this is equal to CD and this is equal to DA. Okay. And opposite sides are parallel to each other, means AB will be parallel to DC and AD parallel to BC. Okay. Now the next, diagonal bisect each other perpendicularly. Here in the rhombus, diagonal is perpendicularly bisect. Okay. But in the parallelogram, the diagonal is not perpendicularly, but it bisect to each other. Okay. Now the next, sum of any two adjacent angle is 180. Here the adjacent angle D and angle C will be 180 plus of angle D and angle C is 180. So we can say, or we can write here, angle D plus angle C is equal to 180. Okay. Then we understood the common difference between rhombus and parallelogram. The common difference between rhombus and parallelogram, here the four sides are equal. Okay. But in the parallelogram, four sides not equal to each other. Here the diagonal is bisect perpendicularly, but in the parallelogram the diagonal is bisect only. Okay. Now the third type, properties. Properties of the trapezium. Okay. Here the third section, trapezium, and this is the properties of the trapezium. A trapezium is a quadrilateral. Okay. Trapezium is also a kind of the quadrilateral, and in US it is called trapezoid. Okay. In the US it is called trapezoid. Okay. That has only one pair of the parallel sides. A trapezium is a quadrilateral that has only one pair of the parallel sides. The parallel sides are referred to as bases. Parallel side is known as what? Bases, and other two sides are called legs or lateral side. Okay. Here in this figure ABCD, AB is parallel to DC. Okay. Same here. AB and CD are parallel. Now next, a trapezium is a quadrilateral in which the following one property. In the trapezium we have only one property. The property is what? Only one pair of the opposite sides are parallel to each other. Okay. Means only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. Means if AB is parallel to DC, that means AD, if AB parallel to DC, that means AB AD does not parallel to DC. AD does not parallel to BC. Means in the trapezium only one pair of sides are parallel. Okay. Now our exercise 3.2. In your syllabus only three is important. First parallelogram, second is your rhombus, and third is your trapezium. Okay, now we can able to start our exercise 3.2. Here in the 3.2, question number 1, and the question number 1 says given a parallelogram ABCD या तो एक parallelogram देना से complete each statement along with the definition or properties used means या तो की feel करूँ इतु feel करूँ भी आरु की कारणे एने का होया से मीन्स इतु की लगा प्रॉपर्टी कारणे याते एने का होया से इतु भी लिखिबो लागे तो we start our solution. First, AD is equal to what? AD will be equal to here this line AD will be equal to what? BC. Why? Why? Because in the parallelogram opposite sides are equal to each other. Okay, so we can write here AD is equal to BC, and why? Because opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. Okay, now the second question, second is here angle DCB. Which angle? Angle DCB is equal to what? So as I told you, for the parallelogram, opposites angle are equal to each other. तो C लगा opposite की আছে, C लगा opposite A আছে না? তো আমি খালি তো কি লিখব? Angle DAB is equal to angle DCB. Okay, तो angle DCB equal angle DAB. Okay, why? Because opposite angle of a parallelogram are equal. Okay, now the third says that what OC is equal to here OC is where it is the part of the diagonal. Okay, then OC will be equal to OA. Why? Because the diagonal is bisect to each other in the parallelogram. Okay, so OC is equal to OA. Why? Because diagonal of a parallelogram is bisect each other. Okay, now the fourth measurement of angle DAB. Where is the DAB? So at first we see here DAB. DAB. This angle is the DAB. Okay, and the second measurement of angle CDA. Where is the CDA? CDA means this angle. Okay, then we have to find out the sum of these two angles, and as I told you in the properties of the parallelogram, the adjacent angle will be equal to 180 or supplementary. Here fourth angle, measurement of angle DAB plus measurement of angle DCDA is equal to 180. Why? Because adjacent angle of a parallelogram are supplementary. Okay, now the next question, question number 2. Question number 2 says that consider the following parallelogram and find the value of unknowns x, y, z. Okay, याते इतु फिगर देना से 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, this is your 5 आरु इतु भीतर ते x y z देना से तो আমি খান কি इतु लगा वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करूबो लागे. Okay, here the first question. ABCD is a parallelogram. Here one figure is given here ABCD. Okay, and in this figure we have to find out the value of x, y, and z, and one angle is given here, angle B, and it is equal to what? 100. Okay, now we start. Angle B is equal to angle D. Here this angle B is equal to angle D. Where is the D? D is here. Okay. Angle B is equal to angle D. Why? Why? Because opposite angle of a parallelogram are equal. Okay. So we can write angle B is equal to angle D. Here angle D will be equal to 100. Why? Why? Because angle B is 100. That's why angle D is also will be equal to 100. Okay. If this one is the 100, then two adjacent angle properties of the parallelogram. Two adjacent angle means angle D plus angle A. Angle D plus angle A will be equal to 180, and we have the value of what? This angle D. So we can put here 100 plus angle A is equal to 180. Then angle A is equal to 180 minus 100, and this is equal to 80. Okay, means the value of Z is 80, value of Y is 100, and the value of X will be also 80. Okay, why? Because these both are adjacent angle D plus angle C. Same as we can find out the value of angle C also. Now then in the question here we find the value of angle Y, that is 100. Now angle A plus angle B is equal to 180. Why? Because adjacent angle of a parallelogram are supplementary, means adjacent angle will be equal to 180. Then Z plus 100, from 100 the value of B. Okay, we find the value of Z, that is equal to 80. Now angle A is equal to angle C. Why? Why? Because the opposite angle of the parallelogram. Okay, then X will be also equal to 100. Okay, now the next question. Next is, here is a figure, and in this figure we have to find out the value of angle, sorry, X, Y and Z. Then where is the X, Y and Z? Here X is your angle P and Y is your angle R, and here Z, angle Q is your Z, and we have to find out the value of X, Y and Z. Okay, now angle P plus angle S is 180. Why? Why? Because adjacent angle of the parallelogram is 180. Okay, here angle S and angle P is here. Okay, angle S and angle P will be equal to 180. Now we put the value of angle P. The value of angle P is X, and the value of angle S is 50. Okay, is equal to 180. Now we transfer this 50 in this side. Then X will be equal to 180 minus 50, and it will be equal to 130. From here we find the value of X, and the value of X is what? 130. Now the next. Now angle P is equal to angle R. Why? Why? Because the opposite angle of a parallelogram is equal to each other. That's why we can write angle X is equal to Y. Okay. Then Y is equal to also equal to 130. Why? Why? Because the value of X is 130. Now same as also Y is equal to Z. Why? Why? Because it is the alternate angle. Here this Z and this Y is the alternate angle. Okay, this angle Y and the angle Z is alternate angle. That's why angle y is equal to angle z. Okay, then the value of z is also 130. Hence we can write x is 130, y is also 130, and z is also 130. Now the third, ABC is a rhombus. Here the given side given figure is a rhombus. A, B, and C and D is a rhombus. So as a property of the rhombus, we know that diagonal of the rhombus is perpendicularly bisect to each other. Okay, what is perpendicularly bisect to each other? Then we have to find out the value of x. Here is the x, y, and z. Okay, if it is the perpendicular, that means the value of x is 90. Okay, now in triangle OCB, where is the OCB? Here is OCB. This is the triangle O, C, and B. Okay, in this triangle we find the value of y. Here x is your what? 90. This one is your 30. Now we can easily find out the value of y. Why? Because in the triangle sum of angle is equal to 180. Sum of the all angle is equal to 180. So we can write here y plus x plus 30 is equal to 180. Then y we have to find out it. Then the value of x will be 90 plus 30 is equal to 180. Then y is equal to 180 minus 120. Now we add here 90 plus 30, that is 120, and we transfer this 120 in that side. Okay, now 180 minus 120, then it is equal to 60. From here we find the value of y. Okay, same here, x plus y plus 30 is equal to 180. Angle sum properties of the triangle. Okay, then from here we find the value of y. Now y and z is the alternate angle. Why? Why? Because here, see the figure. This is angle y and the angle z. Okay, and these are the alternate angles. That's why these are equal to each other. So angle z will be also equal to 60. Hence we can write here x is equal to 90, y is equal to 60, and z is equal to also 60 degree. Now the fourth question, ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, now this figure is a parallelogram, and we have to find out the value of this x, y, and z. Okay, now angle A plus B is equal to 180. Why? Because these are the adjacent. Okay, and here we can apply the property of the parallelogram. Then x plus 80. 80 is the value of angle B is equal to 180. Then x is equal to what? 180 minus 80, and we get 100. Then from here we get the value of x, that is equal to 100. Now angle D is equal to angle B, opposite angle of the parallelogram. Why? Why? Because it is the opposite angle. Okay, and we can use the property of the parallelogram. The property says opposite angle of a parallelogram is equal to each other. Okay, then y is equal to 80. Why? Because here the value of b is 80. Okay, also z is equal to 80. Why? Because it is the alternate angle. Okay, then x is, we find the value of x is 100, y is 80 and z is 80. Now the next question, question number 5. ABCD is a parallelogram. Here this figure is your a parallelogram. Okay. Then in the parallelogram, angle D is equal to angle B. Why? Because opposite angle of a parallelogram is equal to each other. Okay. Then here is D and here is B. The value of B is 112. That's why the value of D will be also equal to 112. Okay. Now x plus y plus z is equal to 180. Why? Why? Because we take a triangle that is here y z. Okay. Sorry, y and x. Then we can take a triangle that is triangle ADC. Okay. In the triangle ADC, we know that sum of the triangle is equal to 180. Sum of the all angle in a triangle is equal to 180. Then we can put this x plus y plus 40 is equal to 180. From here, we can find the value of x. Now put the values of y. Okay. X plus y, the value of y is 112 plus 40 is equal to 180. Once we add 112 plus 40, then it gives us 152. So x plus 152 is equal to 180. Then x is equal to 180 minus 152 and this is equal to 28 and it is the value of x. Okay, we find the value of x is what? 28. Then we can use the a property, which one? Alternate angle. Angle x is equal to angle z. If the angle is if the angle x is 28, then the value of z is also equal to 28. Then our first of our first question is totally complete. Okay, the value of x is 28, value of y is 112 and the value of z is 28. Okay, now the second next question, question number 3. In the question number 3 says that can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram? Means, can a quadrilateral ABCD be a parallelogram if angle D plus angle B is equal to 180? Second, angle B angle sorry second, AB is equal to DC is equal to 8 centimeter and AD is 4 centimeter and BC is 4.4 centimeter. Now the third, angle A is equal to 70 and angle C is equal to 65. So now we discuss our first it says that angle D plus angle B is equal to 180. For angle D plus angle B is equal to 180, the quadrilateral ABCD may be a parallelogram if the following conditions are also fulfilled. First condition is what? The sum of measure of adjacent angle should be 180. It is the first properties of the parallelogram. Now the second, opposite angles should also be of some measure. So ABCD can be but need not be a parallelogram. Okay. Opposite angle also opposite angle should also be same measure. Okay. So ABCD can be but need not a parallelogram. Okay. Now the second, for AB is equal to DC is equal to 8 centimeter and where AD is 4 centimeter, BC is 4.4 centimeter. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal. Okay, but here AD is equal to BC. No, why? Why? Because the measurement of AD is 4 centimeter and the measurement of BC is 4.4 centimeter. That means these are doesn't equal to each other. Okay, thus ABCD cannot be a parallelogram. Why? Why? Because opposite sides are not equal here. Okay. Now the third, when angle A is 70 and angle C is 65. Let us a figure here. This is your parallelogram figure A, B, C, D. For third, A is what? 70 and C is your 65. According to property of the parallelogram, we know that angle A is equal to angle C. But the value of angle A here, the value of angle A is not equal to the value of angle C. Then this will be not a parallelogram. Okay. Since angle A does not equal to angle C, then opposite angle of a parallelogram are not equal. Then hence ABCD is not a parallelogram. Okay. Now the next question, question number 4. Question number 4 says, draw a rough figure of a quadrilateral that is not a parallelogram but has the exactly two opposites angle of equal measure. Here ABCD is a rough figure of a quadrilateral in which measurement of angle A is equal to measurement of angle C, but it is not a parallelogram. It like a kite. This figure is look like a kite. Okay. Here the next question, question number 5. The measure of two adjacent angle of a parallelogram are in the ratio of 3:2. Find the measure of each of the angle of a parallelogram. Here, at first we draw this figure ABCD. Okay, let ABCD is a parallelogram such that measure of angle B is to measure of angle C in the ratio of what? 3:2. Let measure of angle B is equal to 3x and the measure of angle C is 2 2x. Okay, so we put here 3x degree and 2x degree. Okay, now the next, here measure of angle B, measure of angle B plus measure of angle C is equal to 180. Why? Because sum of adjacent angle is equal to 180 in the parallelogram. Then 2x 3x plus 2x is equal to 180. Once we add these two numbers 3x plus 2x, it becomes 5x and it is equal to 180. Now x is equal to 36. Why? X is equal to 180 upon 5. Okay, and when we divide 180 by 5 we get 36. That's why x is equal to 36. Then others, angle B is equal to 3 into 36. Why? Because the value of x is 36 and it is equal to 108. Now the angle C, this is angle C, 2x. Okay, 2x, then we put the value of x, that is 36, 2 into 36, and it is equal to 72. Okay, here opposite angle, we use the properties of opposite angle. Then angle D is equal to angle B and angle A is equal to angle C. Okay, then angle B is equal to angle D. The value of angle B is 108. Then the value of angle D will be 108. Next, the value of angle A is equal to the value of angle C, and the value of angle C is 72. That means the value of angle A is 72, the value of angle B is 108, and the value of angle C is 72, and the value of angle D is 108. Now next, hence the measure of the angles of the parallelogram are 108, 72, 108 and 72. Okay. Now the next question, question number 6. Question number 6 says two adjacent angle of a parallelogram have equal measure. Okay. Two adjacent angle of a parallelogram have equal measure. Find the measure of each of the angles of the parallelogram. Then let ABCD be a parallelogram in which angle A is equal to angle B according to question. Question says that two adjacent angle will be equal measure. Okay. Then angle A is equal to angle B, and we know that the sum of two adjacent angle is equal to what? 180. Okay. So we can write here, we know angle A plus angle B is equal to 180. Sum of adjacent angle is 180. Then angle A plus angle A means we can put from here angle B is equal to angle A 180. Then 2 angle A is equal to 180. Then angle A is equal to 90. Why? 2 angle A is equal to 180. Then angle A is equal to 180 upon 2, and it become 90. Okay. Then angle A is equal to angle C. Why? The opposite angle or adjacent angle. Okay, we can use adjacent angle also or opposite angle also. Then angle A is equal to angle C and angle B is equal to angle D, and both are equal to 90. Opposite angle of a parallelogram are equal. Okay. Now the next question, question number 7. Question number 7 says the adjacent figure HOP, HOPE is a parallelogram. Find the angle measure XYZ. State the property you use to find them. Okay, here is a figure HOPE, and this figure is your parallelogram. Okay, we have to find out the value of X, Y and Z. Okay, now here Y is, we at first we find the value of Y, then we can find the value of Z, then we can find the value of X. At first Y is equal to 40. Why is equal to 40? Why? Because it is the alternate angle of this one. Okay, then Y will be equal to 40. Now Z, angle Z plus 40 is equal to 70. Z plus 40, this one is equal to 70. Why? Because exterior angle property. We use here exterior angle property. Then angle Z is equal to 70 minus 40 is equal to 30. Then Z is equal to angle EPH. That is, where is angle EPH? Here, angle EPH. This is your angle E, P and H. Okay, this is your angle EPH. This one. Now, in triangle EPH, angle X plus 40 plus Z, angle Z is your 180. Okay, 180. Then angle X plus 40 plus 30, the value of Z is 30. We find it here and it is equal to 180. Okay, then X plus X plus 70 is equal to 180. Then X is equal to 180 minus 70 is equal to 110. So we find the value of X, that is your 110, Y is your 40 and Z is your 30. Okay, now the next question number 8. The following figure GUNS and RUNS are parallelogram. Find X and Y lengths in centimeter. Here is two figure, and in these two figure we have to find out the value of X and Y in length. Okay, so at first we solve the first question. Here the first, this is your figure GUNS. Okay, GUNS. So we know that by the property of parallelogram, GU is parallel to SN or GU is equal to SN. So we write here GU is equal to SN, property side of parallelogram. Here the value of GU is what? 3y minus 1 and the value of SN is 26. Okay, so we can write here 3y minus 1 is equal to 26. Now 3y is equal to 26 plus 1. We transfer this one in that side. Okay, then 3y is equal to 27 and y is equal to 27 upon 3, and it cut 27, 3 cut 27 in 9 times. Then the value of y is 9 centimeter, and similarly this side GS is parallel to UN. Okay, GS is parallel to UN or equal to UN. So we can write here GS parallel to UN, and the value of GS is 3x and the value of UN is 18. Then x is equal to 18 upon 3 and it give you 6. Hence the value of x is 6 centimeter and the value of y is 9 centimeter. Our first part is complete. Now the second part of the question. Second, here this is the figure SN, NU and RU and SR. RU, here is the parallelogram. Which one? RUNS. Now we start here. Since the diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other, okay, by the property of the parallelogram, we know that the diagonal, this diagonal is bisect this diagonal means SU, this SU bisect RN. Okay, when it bisect, I told you the length of the length of ON is equal to length of OR, or the length of OS is equal to length of OU. Okay, then we can write here OS is equal to OU is equal to OS. Here the value of OU is what? OU is y plus 7 and the value of OS is 20. Then y is equal to 20 minus 7 and this is equal to 13. Okay, now also ON is equal to OR. The value of ON is x plus y and the value of OR is 16. Then we find the value of y is 13. We put the value of y from here. Then x plus 13 is equal to 16. Then x is equal to 16 minus 13. We transfer this 13 in this side. Okay, and it becomes negative. So 16 minus 13 is equal to 3. Hence, for this question, the value of x is 3 centimeter and the value of y is 13 centimeter. Now the next question is your 9. Question says, in the above figure, both RISK and CLUE are parallelogram. Find the value of x. In this question, we have to find out the value of this one, x. Okay, now start. Here RISK and CLUE are the two parallelogram. Angle 1, this is your angle 1. Okay, that is L. Where is L? L is here. Okay, is equal to 70. Opposite angle of a parallelogram is equal to each other. Okay, now angle K plus angle 2, this is equal to 180. Okay, sum of adjacent angle is 180. 120 plus angle 2 is equal to 180. The value of K, that is 120, and the value of angle 2 is equal to 180 minus 120, and this is equal to 60. That means we find the value of angle 2. Okay, this is your angle 2 and this is your angle 1. Okay, now the next question, question number 9. Question number 9 says that in the above figure, both RISK and CLU are parallelogram. find the value of x. Here, so we suppose this one is angle 1 and this is angle 2. Same here in the figure, we suppose this one is angle 1 and this one angle 2. Okay, we have to find out the value of x. Okay, here RISK and CLU are two parallelogram. First parallelogram is what? RISK. Okay, and the second parallelogram is CLUS. This is your second parallelogram. CLUE. This is your second parallelogram, and one other parallelogram is KRIS. Okay, so I hope you understood this figure. Now next we can write angle 1 is equal to angle L. Why? Why? Because both are the opposite angles. Okay, that's why it is equal to each other. And the value of L is 70. Here angle 1 is equal to angle L, that is 70. Why? Why? Because the opposite angle of a parallelogram is equal to each other. Now the next, K plus 2. Angle K plus angle 2 is equal to 180. Why? Why? Because it is the adjacent angle. This one angle K and this angle 2. Okay, this is the adjacent angle, and by the property of the parallelogram the adjacent angle will be equal to 180. So we can write here 180 plus angle 2, oh sorry, 120 plus angle 2, this is equal to 180. Now angle 2 is equal to 180 minus 120 and this is equal to 60. Now here it create here, it is a triangle. This is which triangle? EOS. Okay, and in this triangle we find the value of 1 and find the value of 2. Now we can find the value of x. Why? With the help of sum of angle in a triangle is equal to 180. Okay, so we can write here in triangle OES angle x plus angle 1 plus angle 2 is equal to 180 by the property of angle sum property in triangle. Okay, the value of x is we have to find, so we write here same as angle x plus 70, the value of 1 angle 1, and the value of 2 angle 2 is 60 is equal to 180. Then angle x plus 130 is equal to 180. Then angle x is equal to 180 minus 130, that is equal to 50. Now here we find the value of x and this is your 50. Okay, now the next question, question number 10. In the question number 10 says that explain how this figure is a trapezium, which of its two sides are parallel. Means we have to describe why this figure is the trapezium. Okay, and which is the parallel side of this trapezium. Now start from here. Angle M plus angle L. Which one? Angle M in this figure is 100 and angle L is 1, sorry, angle L is 80. Once we add, then it become 180. Okay, angle M and angle L are the adjacent angle, and the sum of adjacent angle in interior angle is 180. KL is parallel line to MN. By the figure we know that KL is parallel to MN or NM. Hence KLM is a trapezium. Okay, understood? Now the next question, question number 11. In the question number 11 says that find the measurement of angle C in below figure if AB is parallel to DC. AB this one, this side, and DC this side is parallel to each other. Then find the value of angle C. Okay, here at first we write given that AB is parallel to DC, then measurement of angle B plus measurement of angle C is equal to 180. Then sum of adjacent angle of a parallelogram is 180. It is happen we have of the property of adjacent angle. Then 120 angle B is 120. Okay, plus angle C is equal to 180. Now the measurement of angle C is equal to 180 minus 120 and it becomes 60. Hence the value of angle C is 60. Now the last question of this exercise, question number 12. Find the measure of angle P and angle S if SP is parallel to RQ in the figure. Is there any other method to find the value of angle P? Here is a figure PQSRS. Okay, PQRS, and here Q is 130. We have to find out the value of this angle P and the angle S. This one is your 90. Given that angle Q is 130 in the figure or in the question, it is given that angle Q is 130 and angle R is 90. Okay, and SP is parallel to RQ. Then we can write here angle P plus angle Q is equal to 180 behalf of the adjacent angle. Okay, then angle P plus we put the value of Q. The value of Q is what? 130, and this is equal to 180. Then angle P is equal to 180 minus 130 and it is equal to 50. Now the next, angle S plus angle R is equal to 180 by the adjacent angle. Then angle S plus angle 90 is equal to 180. Then angle S is equal to 180 minus 90. We transfer this 90 in this side and it become, or angle S is equal to 90. Okay, so we find angle S and angle P. Okay, angle S and angle P. The value of angle P is what? 50 and the value of angle S is 90. In the question says that is any other method to find angle P? So we use another method to find the angle P. For the alternate method, angle Q is equal to angle 130, it is given. Angle R is equal to 90, it is also given. And angle S is equal to 90 we find here. Okay, we know that in a quadrilateral the sum of total angle is equal to 360. We can write here angle P plus angle Q plus angle R plus angle Q is equal to 360. Okay, then this is S. Okay, not Q. Angle P plus the value of Q is 130, the value of R 90 and the value of S is 90 is equal to 360. Then angle P plus, when we add these three numbers it becomes 310. Okay, is equal to 360, and angle P is equal to 360 minus 310 and it is equal to 50. By the another method we can find the value of p. Okay, then we also find the value of p is 50. Okay, thank you.